The average human spends roughly 400 hours a year in the kitchen. Let's do the math on that. That is 17 entire days of your life, every single year, lost to chopping, stirring, and staring at an oven thermometer. On this channel, we talk about optimization. We talk about AI architecture. So why are we still cooking like it's 1950? The kitchen is the final frontier for home robotics. Today, I've rounded up 7 distinct levels of kitchen automation. From a $100 smart pressure vessel to a robotic arm system that costs as much as a Tesla. We are going to look at the sensors, we are going to look at the motors, and the code that allows these machines to replace you. And a quick note for my global viewers. Some of these machines have different names in the EU versus the US, like Breville and Sage. I'll break that down as we go. Welcome to the end of cooking. Welcome to TEC AR VR. First, we have to address the all-in-one king, the Vorwerk Thermomix TM7. In Germany, a cult object. In the US, a luxury mystery. From a hardware perspective, this is an engineering marvel. Under the hood, this uses a maintenance-free Vorwerk synchronous reluctance motor. Why does that matter? It means it has infinite control. It can spin at a gentle 40 RPM to stir a risotto without breaking the rice grains, and instantly ramp up to 10,700 RPM to pulverize rock sugar into dust. That is industrial-grade torque. The thermal regulation is equally impressive. It uses a 1,000-watt integrated heating system with sensors embedded directly in the bowl. It doesn't just get hot, it maintains temperature with 1-degree precision. No fluctuations. If a recipe calls for 37 degrees to activate yeast, it holds exactly 37 degrees. No user error. The downside? The ecosystem is closed. You have to use their proprietary cookie dough platform. It's the Apple of kitchen robots. It works perfectly, but you play by their rules. And at nearly $1,700, you really have to hate chopping onions to justify the ROI. The challenger, the Xiaomi. Smart cooking robot is not just a cooker, it is a kitchen compression engine. Xiaomi claims 35 functions inside one machine. Slow cooker, steamer, deep fryer, rice cooker, dough kneader, meat grinder, high-speed blender, yogurt maker, juicer, ice crusher, soup maker. Even an electronic scale and voice assistant, 35 tools, 1 chassis, 1 motor system, 1 heating core. And here's the real twist. You can cook 3 dishes and a soup at the same time. The main pot below, steamer layer above, 1 heat source. 4 outputs, that's thermal processing. Now yes, Xiaomi notes that performance can vary depending on recipe complexity. And all benchmark data comes from Chunmi laboratory testing. The Xiaomi smart cooking robot positions itself as a full kitchen compression system. Next, we have a device that suffers from a branding identity crisis. The algorithmic oven, Breville Sage Joule. In the US, it's the Breville Joule oven. In Europe and Germany, it's sold under Sage Appliances. Same machine, different badge. This isn't just a toaster oven. It uses what they call Element IQ. Essentially, it's a PID controller managing multiple quartz heating elements independently. Most ovens just turn on or off. This robot steers the heat. It directs power to the lower elements to cook the meat through without burning the top. If you tell the app you are roasting a chicken, it directs high intensity to the top elements for crispy skin, then shifts. It is constantly adjusting power distribution in real time, based on the thermal feedback loop. It removes the variable of my oven has a hotspot. Now, to the physics engines, the rotating drum bots with a completely different approach to automation. You'll see these under names like Tahali or Soypax. This relies on simple physics, tumble dynamics. Instead of a robotic arm trying to stir a pot, the entire pot is the moving part. The drum rotates at a constant velocity on a tilted axis. This ensures that every single grain of rice or piece of meat spends an equal amount of time touching the heating surface. It's low-tech compared to the Thermomix, but it solves a problem the expensive bots can't: Maillard reactions. Because it's an open system, moisture escapes quickly, allowing you to actually fry food rather than just steaming it in a closed plastic cup. For the hardware purists, there is the Anova precision cooker. This is the set-it-and-forget-it king. Using the sous vide cooking method, a precision cooking method where food is vacuum sealed, or tightly wrapped, and cooked in a water bath at a precisely controlled low temperature for a long time. You bag the steak, drop it in, and the physics of thermal equilibrium guarantees it cannot overcook. It has circulator pump to move water across a heating coil, maintaining temperature within 0.1 degrees Celsius. And now to the entry-level gateway, the Instant Pot Pro Plus. It connects via Wi-Fi, so you can monitor the thermal curve from your office. The tech here is the microprocessor that monitors pressure sensors. It understands that higher pressure raises the boiling point of water to around 120 degrees Celsius, drastically accelerating chemical breakdown of collagen in meat. It's an efficiency hack for biology. It's usually the processor speed and the UI latency. But for 90% of users, this is the most efficient way to automate dinner. Finally, the endgame. We have from Moley Robotics, the Moley Robotic Kitchen. This is a UK-based concept that features two fully articulated robotic hands. It doesn't just spin a blade, it uses motion capture technology. They actually recorded a master chef, Tim Anderson, cooking a crab bisque in a motion capture studio, digitized his movements, and the robot simply replays that data file. It is the ultimate mimic. But looking at the complexity, the number of servos, the vision systems required to identify where the spoon is, this is currently a proof of concept for the wealthy. It shows us that while processing food is easy to automate, manipulating a chaotic environment is still the hardest challenge in robotics. So, which robot fits your life? Here are a few suggestions. For the engineer, get the Thermomix. You will appreciate the motor torque and the sensor data. The data optimist, get the Sage or Breville. It fixes the hardware limitations of baking. The minimalist, get the Instant Pot. It's efficient code in a steel pot. We are not quite at the Jetsons level yet, but we are close. I'm curious, would you trust a PID controller to cook your Thanksgiving turkey? Let me know in the comments. You'll find all the products we reviewed listed below, along with Amazon affiliate links for direct purchase. I'm Tony, this is TEC AR VR, and we are tracking the future, so please push that like button and subscribe to TEC AR VR.